Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and it's Stacy. Anyway, if you guys are new here, hit the subscribe button, and I have been posting every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's actually been kind of thrown off a little bit because we are going through renovations right now, and it's just, my house has been chaos, it's been crazy. Finally, I've had a chance to clear out. I will give you guys a full update. Like, I want to give you guys a tour of our house, like once, you know, the bathroom is put together. But for now, I feel like September completely just, it flew by so fast. And I haven't actually done like any kind of update on my everyday makeup bag in a while. I think I did this about a month and a half ago. And basically what this is me going through my bag full of things that I'm going to be trying to use every single day. And I just like find things in my collection that I want to add or take out. So in my everyday makeup bag, last month I had a plethora of products, and then, you know, I also tested out some new products, so they got added into my everyday makeup bag. Pretty much the things that are being replaced in my everyday makeup bag right now are my eyeshadow palettes. I am still keeping some of the great primer, but the things that we are not keeping that are being replaced, I'm going to give you a quick review on, let you know like how I felt about using it over the past like month to month and a half. I think it was like a month and a half ago that I did this, and then I'll show you guys what I'm choosing for the upcoming like month of October. Okay, so here in front of me, these are all of the like eyeshadow palettes slash, some of them are actually face palettes and they come with eyeshadow in them. These are ones that I was mainly focusing on for the month of like September, and I think it was like half of August. Let's just say the last month. The last month, these are what I was focusing on. There are a whole bunch of videos up on my channel that feature almost every single one of these palettes. So the first one that we're going to start off with is this is the Deck of Scarlet edition number 18. And this one I've actually been using for more than a month. I've actually had this for a couple of months now. The only reason why I know this is because I just got my new Deck of Scarlet, and stay tuned for an unboxing on that one. But this is my edition number 18. I did incorporate this into my everyday makeup bag, and I'm still blown away by the quality of this palette and the colors. I think the only thing that I really just don't like still is the fact that the lip product is on the bottom here, and then you fold it over, and it's really hard to use the lip product and being able to reapply it throughout the day, because I don't want to take this huge bulky, it's not really bulky, but I don't want to take this entire palette with me. Other than that, I think that the shades in here, still great, amazing, stunning. They're actually really good for the end of summer. You know, we're transitioning into fall. I had a really great bronzer to work with. This one was actually, I found it was a lot like a blush, and I did use it a couple of times as a blush. I love it as an eyeshadow because it is kind of like shifty from a brown to a pink. And in these three colors in here were also just on point for summer, especially this bright pink color. So now that I am shifting out of summer and more into fall, I am going to be taking this out of my everyday makeup bag just for now, and I'm going to add in some different palettes. So next we have the Garden Variety palette. This one is from ColourPop, and it was released about a month ago, and I did a full like first impression of this palette, and then I also did like a fall eyes tutorial with this palette. So even though it's like decorated like summer, I feel like this palette has a lot of like opportunity for fall, and it has a lot of these plummy purpley tones in here. It has some brown, so you can create a really great neutral eye, and then it has a really nice green muted color, which everybody's into the whole muted color right now, so it is a really great color scheme for fall. I'm just taking this out of my everyday makeup bag because there's other things that I want to try, and I feel like I've been able to get good use out of this over the last month and a half. Definitely stay, you know, forefront in my mind. In a full face of She Glam makeup, I tried this eyeshadow palette. It's the Beach Sunset palette, and I'm still blown away by the quality of this eyeshadow palette, and it creates a very beautiful berry toned eye if you're looking for a berry toned eye. But I have found that it was really limiting in that aspect because all it is berry tones. I really feel like if they were doing a beach sunset theme, they probably could have taken some more yellows, or maybe even like a really deep orange or a really deep red, but a lot of these are berry tone. Now the foils, they are so creamy and they go on so smooth even with a brush. So I do think that, you know, for $6 this was a really great buy. I'm taking it out of my makeup collection only because it is very limiting. It is very bulky, and I kind of want to use this, you know, maybe closer to Christmas time when, you know, the berries are back in, or even during Valentine's Day when the berries are back in. This would be a great palette for that time of year. And then we have the Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals Volume 1. This one I'm just taking out because it's huge. It is very, very hard to travel with. My family and I, we ended up going to Vermont for about a week, and I did not take this with me. It's just way too big. Some of these other palettes were easier to travel with, but this one is just, it's huge. I know that you can pop the shadows out and you can put them into a smaller travel-friendly, you know, palette, but I don't really have anything like that. The palettes that I do have that you can actually put like individuals in, they're still really big, like this Tati Beauty palette. So it's not very travel friendly. I feel like for those special occasions that we don't have right now, this would be great, but I had no special occasions, so I feel like just taking this out because it has some, you know, it has some great, you know, glitter in here that's really great for like holidays, but during the fall time, I'm not feeling it right now. When holiday comes back around, we may add this back into, you know, my everyday makeup bag. Holiday provides more of that glitz, that glam, that, you know, sparkle and shine to it. These are the ones that I have been primarily working out of, and I'm actually replacing all of these with some palettes that I haven't used like hardly ever, or even shown on my channel ever. That's part of the reason why we're just setting those aside, is because I want to cycle through and show you guys some great new eyeshadows. So I chose 3 to replace the 4 that I have been using, and the reason why I chose these 3 is because they just go along with the great theme of fall makeup, and I am so, like, fall is, it's so my can jam, like it's so good. Here we have 2 Juvia's Place palettes, and these were received in a mystery box collaboration, and I will link that for you, and I can put it down in the description box if you guys want to see the unboxing of these and the full collab of the mystery box that I received. But I did get these 2. They were from Jamie, and so the reason why I chose each one, so we have the Festival by Juvia's. So this one is the first one that I pulled out of my collection. I knew that it was perfect for this time of year, and I just want to use more Juvia's Place eyeshadows right now because they are pigmented, they have a great payoff. I really liked the color story of this one because it provides a black for a smoky eye. It has a really great teal color. The Udogwu color is very, very like goldeny and pretty. Basically, like, this palette has a great variety. It's a very variety colored palette where I can create some really great colorful looks, which is something I've been wanting to do on my channel, is get a little bit more creative with color. So that's why I chose that one. Then we also have the Magic Mini by Juvia's. And here we have more color. It goes more into some greens. It also has some blues and a little bit of like an indigo purple in here. And it also has a red. So this one is going to tie in really, really well with the Festival by Juvia's. I think these 2 together will make some really great eyeshadow looks going along with the fall theme. But I also think that they're very bright and colorful. So I think they'll provide some great insight into colorful eyeshadow, and I'll be able to, you know, dabble in that more, get more comfortable with using color. And then just to go with like the whole pumpkin theme, that's what I feel like, you know, October is. It's like pumpkin this, pumpkin that. We're going into Thanksgiving and it's all oranges and reds. So I decided to pull out my Naked Heat palettes, and this one actually hasn't gotten a whole ton of use out of it, but I really like this one because I was looking and I was like, this has some of those tones that the She Glam palette does not have. So it does have those berry tones, but then it also has some of the burnt brown colors that are, you know, they border on an orange, but they're more of a burnt brown. It's a really great brow bone highlight. It just has some really great, it's more of like obviously a neutral palette, but it borders more on like that heat, that spice, which is what fall kind of reminds me of, which is ironic because fall is not in any way spicy, but it is very, very like warm toned with like the oranges and the reds. And I can't wait to pair all 3 of these. They're actually kind of ironic because they're all like an orange on the outside type of theme. Yeah, that's so ironic. These are the three that I am going to be focusing on for the month of October, and I will give you guys like a update on what I think of the quality of these. If you guys want to see some tutorials using these, then I will do that. Leave a comment below because I want to know. Especially if you guys want to see some like eyeshadow tutorials for Halloween using these palettes. Most of these ones, like the two Juvia's Place ones, these are relatively inexpensive. The Naked Heat one is obviously more. It's a high-end brand, but they all perform like high-end shadows. Adding in some things that I really just, I want to finish off. I want to make sure that they get good use. So I have some things here. I guess you would call it a project pan, but not really a project pan because I haven't really officially announced that I'm doing a project pan, but putting these into my everyday makeup bag, I feel like, you know, these are things that I'm going to get some really great use out of, and then hopefully we'll just, you know, finish them up. So I'm really hoping to kind of integrate these out of my everyday makeup bag by the end of the month. I guess you would call it kind of like a project pan, but kind of not at the same time because I haven't officially announced that I'm doing a project pan, which there's just makeup, like I said, I need to rotate through. So these I pulled out of my drawers because they have had quite a bit of use out of them, and they're almost there. Almost there. I picked out a couple of setting sprays. It's ironic because I actually go through setting sprays more than anything, and these are three that have been open for a while, but they don't have a lot of product left in them. Like, can you hear that? Like, there isn't a lot left in this bottle, and I feel like I can definitely use the rest of it. It is the Fenty Natural. It's a Photo Focus setting spray from Wet n Wild. There's not very much left in here. I'm pretty sure, you know, after a month I should be able to go through it, and, you know, maybe I'll give you guys an update on that one, that you know like what's going on. And then we have the Prime in Studio. This is the HD Hydra Primer Spray. This is from Essence Cosmetics. I actually used this in a full face of Essence, and this was over a year ago, and maybe I should just throw it away because this is over a year old. Oh, it says 6 months, so maybe we'll just be throwing this away. Yeah. Because it's expired. It's been a while. So with that one being said, we aren't going to use, you know, expired product on my face, but we are going to be using the next finishing spray that I really just want to get rid of because there's not really much left. There's like, I can see in the shadow of the light, there's about that much left right here. So not a lot. It's definitely coming. We can use this up. This is the Milk Makeup Blurring Spray, and I got this in a BoxyCharm. I was using this every day for a very, very long time, and I've not had this for very long, but obviously I was using it a lot, so this is one that I want to try and finish up by the end of the month, and it's in my everyday makeup bag. And this is my second one of these, and I've gone through, you know, this is the second one. It's actually already hit pan, but I want to use it as much as possible to just get rid of it, and then maybe I can buy a new one. This is the Perfect Finish HD powder from e.l.f. And obviously, I mean, I have loved on this thing and loved on this thing and loved on this thing. I want to get as close to what Dawn is possible with this one, because I have some other great powders that I want to try after I get this one done. As far as primer goes, there are a couple that like I haven't touched since more of the like late winter, early springtime because of what they do for my skin, and I'm reincorporating them into my everyday makeup bag, not just to use them up, but also because we're getting into that dry skin season and your skin just needs the added moisture. This is the Hydra Touch Primer from NYX, and this is a primer. It's a hydrating primer. I have a hair in my mouth. So here is the primer here. It says, enhance your complexion with the Hydra Touch Primer. Our primer is infused with chamomile, green tea, and ginseng root extract to create a perfect canvas and give your skin a radiant boost. So this one, again, hardly anything in there. Like, I'm right down to the end here. I've been squeezing and squeezing the last of the product out, but I want to give my face that hydration that it needs. I've actually not been using this as a primer. I've been using it more after I get out of the shower. I put this on my face and it just gives me that overall freshness that I need on top of my hyaluronic acid and some other things that I put on my face that are like primers and serums. And that's after I get out of the shower or after I wash my face. So this is being incorporated not only to use it up, but because it's a part of my skincare routine. Oh, and this one. Oh, I do really like this primer, and I haven't been able to find it for a while now. I found this at Target when it was on sale. It is the Pixi by Petra Flawless and Poreless Primer. I've actually used this on my channel quite a few times, and When I use this, it always like blurs my face. It gets rid of all the imperfections. It's almost like it's tinted, so it kind of reminds me of like a tinted moisturizer more than anything, but it is definitely so good, and it's a great primer to fill in the fine lines and wrinkles, and it kind of like adheres the makeup to your skin. I guess it's kind of like a gripping primer, but not really. But it says it creates a velvety finish and it's for pore minimization, so I usually concentrate it on the places where I have really bad pores. And this one, literally, if I keep just squeezing and squeezing and squeezing, there's not really a lot left in here. So let's try and get this one done so I can open up another primer that'll, you know, kind of do a little bit more for my skin. And then I have the CoverGirl Clean Fresh. This is going to be like my primary focus for the month. This is the Skin Milk from CoverGirl, and this is in the color 540 Light. One of the reasons why I want to focus on this one for the month of October is because it's actually a little bit dark for my skin tone, and with, you know, winter coming up, my skin is just going to get lighter and lighter. So while the sun is still out, I want to use up foundation. It is a very light coverage foundation, so sometimes I mix it with other foundations, or I put this on and then I use a really good like hydrating concealer, and then I have like that really great base for my makeup. But this one I'm definitely going to be primarily focusing on, and it does like suit really well with the Pixi Flawless and Poreless primer. It goes really well with the NYX primer, so I definitely think it's a good choice to primarily focus on this one, and then when the time comes when it's empty, I will repurchase it because it's that good. And then last but not least, I have a Pink Pearl Liquid Face Illuminizer, and this is one of those like sample sizes that you get, and I got this for Christmas. So this one's coming up to being expired. It has a 12-month lead time on it, but it is a glow booster, and at this time of year when you want that extra glow, it's really nice to kind of like put this on as a part of your prep routine, and then you put on your foundation. So this glow booster, I usually use it, I mean, you can use it as a primer, you can use it as a highlight on your face just to get more a little bit of that natural dew. But I can't wait to see these two put together because this one already creates a really dewy formula like on your face. This one, hopefully, the two together will be really pretty. So if you guys want to see me try all of these products together, you know, leave a comment below because it's going to be interesting. I'm hoping the products that I picked will go well together. It is time to switch up my mascara, and today I'm actually wearing this mascara, but it is the Volume Stylist 18 Hour Lash Extension Mascara from Essence Cosmetics. So this is a $5 mascara, and I have heard Tati Westbrook talk about this mascara so many times, and I was like, okay, let's try it. So I did get it, and I wanted to put it into this month's rotation, and I have been using it. Once 3 months are up, then it'll get replaced with another mascara. But so far, I really like this mascara, and I'll let you guys know more. I'll do a speed review for you on new products that I'm trying. Yes, we will. Also adding into this month's basket, we are going to add the Hydrating Camo Concealer. And this one I tried in a new, it was new base face stuff. So it was the Matte Poreless Primer from e.l.f., the Wet n Wild Dewy Foundation, and then it was this concealer here. So it has a satin finish on it. So like this, paired with the Skin Milk, will give my skin like this really pretty dewy complexion. I still want to hold on to that like dewy look that I'm getting from summer and transition it into fall before like makeup turns completely matte, and it just, you know, I like the dew. I like dewy skin. So I'm trying to hold on to it as much as possible. But this one, again, it was in that video. Go check that one out. And so this one is going to be added in as well. It's actually quite exciting, you know, trying out new products. Or product that's in your collection that you just kind of forget about. My hair is like crazy today. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys have a great start to fall. It is the beginning of October. I've already done my nails for fall. I'm super excited for fall. It is my can jam. I'm ready for the really nice weather where it's like 70 degrees every day. Not 80 like it is today, and I can't wait to try out these products, especially the eyeshadows. Cannot wait. Alright guys, there you have it. An update to my everyday makeup bag. These are things that are going to be used. If you guys want to see like a full tutorial on everything in my makeup bag, like how I'm using it, seeing how it like all goes together, you know, that type of thing, let me know. Leave a comment below, and I will see you guys later. Bye!